zombie movie is secretly a war film. Two sides mounting casualties and someone always loses everything. These 15 films treat the outbreak like a military operation, and every single one of them is on Netflix right now. Most of them nobody is watching. Number 15, Dead Set, 2008.
About surviving until you have in the head. You gotta get him in the head.
Dead Set, an F5-part series that will blow your mind.
Means we're still breathing. We're smarter than them. That's why we're gonna beat it.
Zombie apocalypse starts on the outside while the housemates are filming a live Big Brother eviction. They don't know anything has happened. The production crew outside is already dead. Written by Charlie Brooker, 5 years before Black Mirror, and shot on the actual Big Brother set at Elstree Studios in Hertfordshire. Brooker treats the zombies as background pressure. The horror is watching people famous for being vapid try to function in a war.
We are trapped in here.
Something's happening. Some sort of outbreak. For all we know, all there is.
They eat flesh.
Don't talk to me.
Number 14, Here Alone, 2016.
You brought us out here for a reason.
Looks like it's going to be. Looks like it's going to be. Looks like it's going to be a field day.
The film opens on a woman alone in a forest. No title card, no voiceover, no explanation of what happened. Anne has clearly been surviving solo for a long time. She camouflages herself with soil and animal fat to move undetected and keeps a strict daily perimeter. Director Rod Blackhurst shot the entire film over 11 days in the forests of upstate New York on a minimal budget. The zombie threat is almost secondary. The real tension arrives when two other survivors show up and trust becomes the scarcest resource.
It'd be paradise for so long.
Number 13, Ravenous. 2017 Canadian French language zombie film set in rural Quebec. The infected don't hunt. They gather objects from the landscape and build strange structures in fields and forests. Nobody explains why. Director Robin Aubert shot entirely on location in the eastern townships during winter on a minimal budget with no special effects infrastructure, casting a mix of professional actors and locals. The silence of its zombies moving quietly through snow is more unsettling than anything loud. Number 12, The Cured, 2017. A zombie virus called the Maze has been partially cured. The treated survivors are being reintegrated into Irish society, but they remember everything they did while infected, every person they killed, every act of violence in full detail. Writer-director David Frayne made this as his feature debut on approximately €3 million in Irish film, shooting entirely on real streets and buildings in Dublin with no constructed sets. The film isn't about whether the cured are dangerous. It's about whether a society decides they deserve to exist at all.
We need something that will make them list, something they're truly scared of.
Number 11, Black Summer, Season 1, 2019.
Was there anywhere that...
This drops you into the first days of the outbreak with no backstory, no explanation, and no safety net. No score, minimal dialogue, each episode is a standalone scenario. A school gymnasium, a street, a diner, with different survivors who may or may not make it to the next episode. Netflix produced it through the asylum on a lean budget. Episode 4, set entirely inside a school gym, is 40 minutes of relentless tension with almost no dialogue. Number 10, Rampant, 2018.
땅에 묻힐 것인가?
Joseon Dynasty, Zombie Siege Warfare. A Korean prince who wants nothing to do with politics is forced to lead a military response to an outbreak tearing through the kingdom, while a political coup uses the infected as a weapon. The film drew approximately 3.5 million admissions domestically. The layer where the zombies are being deliberately released as a military tool gives every siege sequence a different weight than a standard outbreak story.
살려는 드릴 터이니
이번에도 당신네들 뜻대로 될 착각은 마시오. 야기를 막지 못하면 그다.
Number 9. Army of Thieves 2021.
This is a common legend.
This is the Army of the Dead prequel nobody knows exists. It follows Dieter, the German safecracker from the first film, before the Vegas heist, as a mysterious woman recruits him to crack 3 legendary safes across Europe, while zombie news plays on every television in the background. Snyder's direction to him was to stop worrying and just go for it. Filmed across Germany, France, and the Czech Republic.
My only chance for what?
A life less ordinary.
Guns? We have guns?
Number 8. All of Us Are Dead 2022.
손 놓지 마. 놓치지도 말고.
What the?
A zombie virus breaks out inside a South Korean high school. The military surrounds the building, not to rescue anyone, but to contain the outbreak. Based on the webtoon Now at Our School by Ju Dong-gun, which ran from 2009 to 2011, the series was in development for years before Netflix greenlit it. Season 1 accumulated over 560 million viewing hours in its first 28 days, and charted in the top 10 in over 90 countries.
희망 같은 거 갖지 마요.
Number 7. Cargo.
We're here. So when things get back to normal, it's not gonna happen, is it?
2017. Andy is bitten in the Australian outback. He has 48 hours before he turns. His infant daughter is with him. The entire film is a race to find someone to hand her to before he becomes the thing she needs protecting from. Cargo began as a 7-minute short film in 2013 by directors Ben Howling and Yolanda Ramke. It went viral online and Netflix funded the feature version.
You can't lose hope.
Any girl you need to be worried about is your own.
Number 6. Kingdom, Ashen of the North, 2021.
10년, 20년이 지나더라도
This is the standalone prequel film to Kingdom, Netflix's Korean period zombie series set in the 17th century Joseon dynasty. It tells the origin of the plague through Ashin, a woman from a border village whose people are massacred by Joseon soldiers. She finds the resurrection plant and uses it not to save anyone but to build an army of the dead for revenge. Director Kim Seong-hoon shot the film entirely on location in mountainous South Korea in winter conditions. It reframes everything in the main series.
땅과 야진 땅에 살아있는 모든 걸 죽여버리면 나도 당신들 곁으로 갈 거야.
Number 5. Alive 2020. Oh Jun-woo wakes up alone in his Seoul apartment as a zombie outbreak hits his city. No warning, no weapon, no plan. Just whatever food is already in the fridge and the building filling up fast. The film is based on an American screenplay called Alone by Matt Naylor, co-adapted for the Korean market by director Cho Il-hyung. Production wrapped in December 2019. It released on Netflix globally in September 2020 during full COVID lockdowns and hit number 1 in 35 countries within 2 days. Number 4. World War Z, 2013.
So I'm coming back.
The original third act of this film was so bad, Brad Pitt called it atrocious. The entire ending was thrown out and rewritten from scratch, with 7 weeks of reshoots in Budapest, ballooning the budget from $125 million to a reported $190 million. Damon Lindelof and Drew Goddard rewrote 60 pages in 3 weeks to save it. The Philadelphia opening sequence was shot entirely in Glasgow, Scotland, with over 1,000 extras.
Why?
Number 3. Peninsula.
인구마가!
2020. 4 years after Train to Busan, South Korea has been fully quarantined by the rest of the world. Former Marine Jung-suk takes a job smuggling into the dead zone to retrieve a truck with $20 million in it. The survivors still inside have turned zombie containment into an arena sport. Director Yun Sang-ho shot almost entirely on location in Seoul, dressed as a 4-year-old wasteland, with a budget nearly double Train to Busan's. The convoy chase sequences at night are unlike anything else in the genre.
많이 무서웠죠.
Number 2. Train to Busan 2016.
지금 무슨 일이 벌어지고 있는지 몰라? 저는 더 이상 부산으로 운행할 수가 없게 됐습니다.
A father takes his daughter on a high-speed train to Busan for her birthday. An infected passenger boards at the last second, and within minutes, the entire train is at war. Director Yun Sang-ho made this on $8.5 million. It grossed $98.5 million worldwide, premiered at Cannes, and became the first Korean film of the year to pass 10 million domestic viewers. Edgar Wright called it the best zombie film he had seen in years. Every zombie is a real person in practical prosthetics.
아직까지 남의 안에 열려 있다니까. 우리 이것들 갈고 부산으로 갑시다 바로. 시티 몇 호칸?
Number 1. Army of the Dead 2021. Zack Snyder gets $90 million from Netflix to make a zombie heist film set in a quarantined Las Vegas with zero studio interference. Dave Bautista leads a crew into the infected zone to crack a casino vault before the government nukes the city in 32 hours. Snyder shot the entire film himself, his first time as director of photography, using custom-built cameras fitted with 1960s Canon Dream lenses he bought individually on eBay. Netflix reported 72 million households watched it in the first 4 weeks.
That's heavy, brother. But I dig it.